a little bad. Bad draft? Mediocre draft. Value of militia is less when you have the creatures you want on the board. If you want some creatures on the board, you play the militia. If you don't want to play it, and wait for cards. If you want to know, it's your opinion. Well, you're not expressing an opinion. You're expressing a judgment on a situation that occurred with a finite number of cards in there. In other words, there is a best and a worst answer to that. It's not an opinion-based response. You're still arguing that it's better to have not played Bugler over playing Bugler because playing Bugler is going to lose us our removal. And that's a fucking argument full of holes. Full of holes you can fucking drive a truck through. Our deck, again, how many cards can we hit with that? Even if we have the bulk of our 2/3s out, the answer is, or bulk of our under 2 power creatures, it's exactly the same argument still. Because the bulk of our cards in our deck are not our removal. The bulk of the cards in our deck are lands, creatures. There's 5 removal cards. There's 5 removal cards out of 26 or something when we played the card. You're still arguing the wrong point, and you're still presenting it like it's an opinion. It's not an opinion. Your chances are, what's a better chance of fucking... if your argument is, what's a better chance of drawing removal? Playing nothing that influences your deck or playing something that influences the deck? I still don't think it actually matters, right? Like, as far as we're concerned, that's a random 4 cards in the deck that we move to the bottom of the deck. Does that change the outcome that we draw removal? No, it doesn't change anything. Agree to disagree? No, I'm not fucking agreeing to disagree. This isn't something where you can come out of this being like, this is an even point, that there's 2 sides to this thought, that the opinions are different. It's not an opinion-based fucking question. So I absolutely will not. It's not a matter of play style. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to maximize drawing your bombs? Are you trying to maximize drawing your bonds, excuse me? I need to lock that guy up. I'd like to play Epicure. But I think it's just Luminous Bonds here. Oops. So we're playing the same kind of deck we just played. It's a black-green, play big creature style deck. If we draw our removal, we're good. Looks like we have it. There's no creature the militia would give you, so no point in playing them. It's still a creature on the board. Even if the creature gives me, even if militia gives me no creature, it still beats not playing it. Because we don't know what the cards are coming out of the next top 4 cards of our deck. And we have no... Odds are it's not going to remove removal from that. Because our removal represents such a small portion of our deck. I don't think Bacon's trolling. I think he honestly believes what he's saying, but I think he's wrong. No, don't give Bacon shit for this. He's wrong. It doesn't make it. It doesn't mean it's good reason to give him shit. So I'm gonna swing with the Epicures. I've got a million of them right now. He's gonna presumably chump one for the Basilisk. Worst case scenario, he draws a Titanic Growth and gets 2. Still fine with that outcome. So this is how the deck really ought to be performing, right? We ought to be guess I should have attacked with the chaplain there too for damage. We should be bonding his big creatures with our removal and then just beating him the fuck down. We understand he's wrong. Please stop being so mad about it. Welcome to the channel. You must be new around here. Me being adamant about things does not equate to me being strongly emotional about something. So I'm going to be adamant about a lot of things I talk about because that's how I am about pretty much everything. So if that scares you, put on your big boy pants and we'll try to keep you engaged. So I don't know. Is this deck maybe more aggressive than I'm giving it credit for? It feels like all of our shit stalls, but we could potentially switch in some Swift Claws, switch in a like Inspired Charge, and switch in some two-headed zombies and try to do something. It's not like that deck was good that we played. I don't know that I need to change anything right now. Didn't see enchantments from him. We're okay. No, if you're still arguing the point, Bacon, about not playing the militia, you're definitely wrong. Neonate's not very exciting, but we have a 2. We have a 1, a 2, and some mana sink. I'm a bit worried about what this looks like. This looks a lot like just a mana screw to me. I do like that my opponent plays quickly. I really enjoy that. And an opponent. Opponent's mana screwed. I think I'm going to Mighty Leap it. He's really mana screwed. He gets nothing out of this. Might be enough to force a concede. We'll have Epicure on curve. This is another source of life gain. Poor bastard. Oh, shouldn't have been attacking with the neonate. Turns out it's easy when your opponent can't play cards. All right, we'll take 1 for this deck. Well done.